Good day everyone. For today's video, we will discuss arithmetic series. So when we say arithmetic series, it is the sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence. So meaning we will be adding a number of terms of an arithmetic sequence. So in this lesson, we will be using two formula. So we will use this formula if the first and last terms of the given arithmetic sequence are given. So we have s sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n, where s sub n is the sum of the first n terms of the given sequence, n is the number of terms, a sub 1 is the first term, and a sub n is the last term. If the last term is not given, so we will be using the given formula s sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity 2a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d, where a sub 1 is the first term, n is the number of terms, d is the common difference. Let's try this example. Find the sum of the first 20 natural numbers. So the first question that we need to answer is what formula are we gonna use? Is the first formula or the second? As you can see, we are asked to find the sum of the first 20 natural numbers. Diba pag sinabi natin first 20 natural numbers, ito ay 1, 2, 3 hanggang 20. So i-add natin lahat yan, no? So as you can see, the first and last terms are given. Therefore, we will be using the first formula, which is s sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. Okay, s sub n, sum of the first n terms. So, sum of the first 20 natural numbers. So, we have s sub 20. n over 2, number of terms. Of course, first 20. So, we have 20 over 2 times the quantity a sub 1. What is the first term? 1. A sub n, the last term, which is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 1 plus 20 is 21. 10 times 21 is 210. Therefore, the sum of the first 20 natural numbers is 210. Let's try another example. Find the sum of the first 16 terms of an arithmetic sequence, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, and so on and so forth. Again, just like what we did a while ago, we have to identify what formula are we gonna use, the first or the second. Tingnan natin. First 16 terms, it means i-add daw natin yung una hanggang 16 na terms. Kasi as you can see, we do not know what is the 16th term, right? We do not know. We only have the first term. So in that case, we will be using the second formula, which is s sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity 2a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. Okay? S sub n. So, we have to get the sum of the first 16 terms. So, we have s sub 16. So, n over 2. So, number of terms, that's also 16 over 2. 2a sub 1. So, 2 times the first term. So, that's 8, no? So, 2 times 8 plus the quantity n minus 1. So, n is 16. Minus 1, d, the common difference. The common difference is 3, no? As you can see, we add 3 to the previous term to get the next term. So, we have 3. Okay, let's simplify. 16 divided by 2, that is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. Plus, 16 minus 1 is 15. Then we have the common difference of 3. So 8 times 16 plus 15 times 3 is 45. Okay, so 8 times 16 plus 45, that is 61. And lastly, 8 times 61 is 488. So therefore, the sum of the first 16 terms of the given arithmetic sequence is 488. Okay, let's try the third example. Find the sum of the first 9 terms of 5, 8, 11, and so on and so forth. So just like what we did a while ago, we have to identify what formula are we gonna use, the first or the second. So as you can see, find the sum of the first 9 terms, no? So as you can see, we do not know the value of the 9th term, no? So we only have the first term, but we do not know the 9th term. So therefore, we will be using the second formula, which is S of n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity 2a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. S sub n, no? So sum of the first 9 terms, so we have S sub 9 is equal to n over 2, so 9 over 2 times the quantity 2 times the first term, so 2 times 5, plus the quantity n minus 1, so 9 minus 1 times the common difference. So from 5 naging 8, it is because we add 3. No? So the common difference is 3. Okay, sir, 9 over 2. So sir, 9 over 2 will not give us exact answer, no? I mean, the answer will be a decimal number, no? So, kapag ganon, well, pwede ka naman mag-divide talaga ng 9 over 2, that is 4.5, no? Pero, kung hindi ka sanay sa decimal number, you can just copy 9 over 2. Later, malalaman natin how to simplify 9 over 2. Okay po, so in that case, we just copy 9 over 2, then 2 times 5 is 10, plus 9 minus 1, that is 8, times the common difference of 3. So 9 over 2 times the quantity 10 plus, so 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, so 9 over 2 times the quantity 10 plus 24, that is 34. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, no? Instead of dividing 9 by 2, which will give us 4.5, a decimal number, why not divide 34 by 2? So I think it will be easier for you to divide 34 by 2. So 34 divided by 2, so 34 becomes 17, and 2 becomes 1. Then 9 times 17, so it will give us 153. Okay po. So it means that the sum of the first 9 terms of the given sequence is 153. Okay po. Example number 4. Find the sum of the first 15 terms of negative 12, negative 6, 0, and so on and so forth. Again, what formula are we gonna use? As you can see, we do not know the 15th term, so we will be using the second formula, which is S of n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity 2a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. S of n, so sum of the first 15 terms, so we have S of 15 is equal to n over 2, so 15 over 2 times the quantity 2 times the first term, so the first term is negative 12, plus the quantity n minus 1, so n is 15 minus 1 times the common difference. Look, negative 12 naging negative 6. It is because we add positive 6 from negative 12, that's why it became negative 6, no? So negative 12 plus 6 is negative 6, then again plus 6, that's why it became 0. So the common difference is 6. Okay, as you can see, 15 over 2, so it will give us a decimal number. So just copy 15 over 2 times the quantity 2 times negative 12, that is negative 24. Plus the quantity 15 minus 1, that is 14, multiplied by the common difference. 15 over 2 times negative 24 plus, okay, so 14 times 6, I think that's 84. So, okay po, 15 over 2 times, okay, negative 24 plus 84, that is 60. Okay po, so as you can see, instead of dividing 15 by 2, why not divide 60 by 2? So 60 becomes 30 and 2 becomes 1. Then 15 times 30 will give us 450. So the sum of the first 15 terms of the given sequence is 450. Example number 5. Find the sum of the integers between 1 and 70 and are divisible by 3. Okay po, so medyo iba yung question natin ngayon, no? Sum of the integers between 1 and 70. So 1 to 70 and divisible by 3. It means yung i-add daw natin ng mga integers, they must be divisible by 3. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do here is to identify the first and last terms of the on the given problem, no, which are divisible by 3. So 1 to 70, what do you think is the first integer that is divisible by 3 between 1 to 70? Okay, sige po, 1, 2, 3, no? So 3 is the first integer that is divisible by 3. So meaning, on the given sequence, our first term will be 3. Okay, ang next na gagawin is to identify the highest integer between 1 to 70 that is also divisible by 3. So 70 is not divisible by 3, you know? So how about 69? So as you can see, 69 is between 1 to 70 and also divisible by 3. So therefore, the last term is 69. Okay. So we have the first and last term, no? So we will be using the first formula, which is S of n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. But look at the formula. Yes, we have the first and last terms, but we do not know the value of n. Okay po, so before we directly use the formula, we have to solve for the value of n, the number of terms. Ilan ba yung terms between 3, ilan ba yung terms from 3 to 69? So we do not know. So in our past discussion, we have discussed how to solve for the value of n, no? So we used a formula which is a sub n minus a sub 1 over the common difference plus 1. So we'll use the formula. So a sub n, the last term, which is 69, minus the first term, which is 3, over the common difference, no? Sir, ano kaya ang common difference nila? So after 3, syempre, no, ang next term yan ay si 6. Kasi 6 divisible by 3 siya, no? After ni 6, si 9. So as you can see, 3, 6, 9, no? It increases by 3. So the common difference is 3 plus 1. 69 minus 3 is 66 over 3 plus 1. 66 divided by 3, that is 22 plus 1. So n is 23. So meaning there are 23 terms from 3 to 69. So now that we have the value of n, we can use the formula. So S sub n, so S sub 23, because n is 23, is equal to 23 over 2 times the quantity first term, which is 3, plus the last term, which is 69. 23 divided by 2, so I think copy lang natin siya, no? Kasi later we can divide a number by 2, no? With an integer result. So 3 plus 69 is 72. So instead of dividing 23 by 2, we can divide 72 by 2. So 72 divided by 2, so 72 becomes 36, 2 becomes 1. So now we can multiply 23 by 36. So 23 times 36, so the answer is 828. So it means that the sum of the integers between 1 to 70 and are divisible by 3 is 828. Okay, so that's all for arithmetic series, no? So this is only the first part of our discussion about arithmetic series, no? So there will be part 2. Okay, so kindly answer the seat work that I'll be sending to you, and then we'll check that during face-to-face. So that's all. Thank you and stay safe.